If you're happy and you know it, pack your bags. Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down 2019's top 10 happiest countries in the world. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're running down the happiest countries on the planet according to the updated 2019 World Happiness Report, which assesses countries on the basis of metrics including life expectancy, social support, personal freedoms, and perceptions of corruption in society. Number 10. Austria. Landlocked at the heart of Europe, Austria is known for its rich architectural heritage, alpine resorts, and strong blend of cultures and communities. Perhaps that's why they prize their personal relationships so much, ranking an 8.6 out of 10 in that metric, the second highest score on the list. Its capital, Vienna, recently claimed top spot on the Economist's Global Livability Index, displacing Melbourne, Australia, which had held the title for 7 consecutive years. Take that, you wallabies! Number 9. Canada. Despite its sprawling size and varied geography, Canada does a good job at keeping its citizens happy with free healthcare and a well-developed social safety net, with the country seeing falls in unemployment and absolute poverty. Given their economic and social stability, it's easy to see why Canadians have a reputation for being so darn friendly, eh? Interestingly, there's almost no difference in happiness between citizens in rural and urban areas. This is one country where you really can have the best of both worlds. Number 8. New Zealand. A consistent top performer on the Global Happiness Report, New Zealand earns its rank thanks to incredibly high average incomes, superb life expectancy, and excellent work-life balance. With a landmass roughly equivalent to the UK and Japan, but with a fraction of the number of people, New Zealand has remained remarkably pure and free of pollution and congestion, with an abundance of beautiful natural spaces. Not to mention, the nation's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern became only the second sitting world leader to give birth while in office. How's that for making history? Number 7. Sweden. Mamma mia, here we go again. Sweden is as close to ever present as it comes on the Happiness Report. Jumping 3 spots from their 2018 ranking, Sweden is a top performer on everything that really matters, from being named the 5th best country to be a mother, to taking the absolute top spot for the best place on earth to be a young person. It's even better for visitors. Swedes place second on their English-speaking skills, with 70.4% of locals speaking at a near-native level. Sure, it may be a bit pricey, but what's a bit of money in a rich man's world? Number 6. Switzerland. Famous for its alpine resorts and political neutrality, Switzerland is more than just ski slopes and beautiful lakes. In recent years, it's become a business utopia with a reputation for world-leading innovation and excellent financial security. No wonder this tiny nation is the best in the world at attracting and fostering foreign talent. Switzerland scores high on the happiness ranking, measured as one of the most family-friendly nations on the planet, while offering some of the best healthcare in the world. Pretty good. Number 5. The Netherlands. Clogs, tulips, and windmills. Come on, there's so much more to the Netherlands than its stereotypes. Did you know that the Netherlands boasts the healthiest diet on Earth? With nutritious, affordable, and plentiful produce all year round, a well-fed nation is clearly a happy nation. Though tourist hotspots like Amsterdam are suffering from over-tourism, the Netherlands is well-equipped to cope, boasting the world's 4th best infrastructure and the 6th best trained staff. And this low-lying country is easily traversable on bike. In fact, it's home to more bikes than people, with over 18 million on the streets. Despite this, it's the safest place to cycle on the planet, with over almost 20,000 miles of dedicated cycle lanes. Number 4. Iceland. Like many nations on this list, Iceland is abundant with natural beauty. Home to majestic waterfalls, candy-colored houses, and the wondrous northern lights, Icelandic natives don't need to roam far to feel close to nature. The nation has a strong history of gender equality, having been the first country to democratically elect a female leader back in 1980. The nation now ranks as the best country on earth to be a woman. At one point in 2016, 48% of their parliament identified as female. Even with a 99.9% literacy rate, it's surprising and even a little intimidating to know that statistically, 1 in 10 Icelandic people will publish a book. On the happiness rankings, Iceland claimed the number 1 spot for social support, as the tiny population of 350,000 has a true feeling of community. Number 3. Norway. Yes, another Scandinavian nation. Noticing a trend? A previous holder of the top spot, there is lots to be happy about in Norway. With free university-level education and the world's strongest democracy, Norwegians are reported to feel like they're an active, important part of their system of governance. Despite the nation's abundance of oil resources, 98% of Norway's electricity supply comes from renewable sources, making use of hydroelectric power and showing the rest of us how it's done. There's plenty to celebrate, too. Norway has won more Winter Olympic medals than any other nation on Earth, claiming more than Finland and Sweden combined. Number 2, Denmark. You know you're at a different level of happiness when your definition of happiness deserves its own word. Any Danish citizen will tell you the importance of hygge, a word with no direct translation, but roughly equivalent to feelings of warmth and intimacy. It's a feeling and a philosophy, and the basis of Danish happiness. Claiming top spot on a separate 2019 Quality of Life Rankings report, Danish citizens have high salaries, combined with an extremely reasonable cost of living, as well as one of the best ratios of house prices to median income. With all that flowing cash, you can see why the Danish are pioneers in the arena of haute cuisine. Widely regarded as the best restaurant in the world, Noma in Copenhagen has won the award for top eatery on 4 separate occasions since opening in 2003. So, I live in one of the happiest countries, Canada, and I've also visited one that made the top 10, New Zealand. Looks like I got a few more on my bucket list now, though. Any ideas what's at number 1? Alright, well, before we find out which lucky nation is the happiest, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1, Finland. Retaining its top spot from the 2018 list, Finland is as close as you'll get to a perfect country on Earth. Head and shoulders above the rest, Finland is the most environmentally friendly country in the world, having invested heavily over the last decade in sustainability, biodiversity, and clean living. Its top happiness ranking shows a clear correlation between the environmental health of the nation and the happiness of the people. The Finns also live in the safest country in the world, with the lowest amount of organized crime and the most independent judiciary system. There's clearly a lot we could learn from this tiny nation. Maybe we'll start with a trip to the sauna. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoTravels. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.